The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
Developing tonight, the White House taking serious heat after the New York Times reveals former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton conducted all of her government business on a private email account. The revelation opening her and the administration up to suggestions that they may have had something to hide, possibly broke record-keeping laws, or even may have put our nation's security at risk by leaving her emails vulnerable to hackers. Team Clinton says this is no big deal, but even former White House Press Secretary Robert Gibbs says this is highly unusual. Chris Steyerwalt is our Fox News digital politics editor. Clinton says there's no there. Come on. This is like Powell did it. Colin Powell did it. That's her defense.
Her defense is, in fact, that Colin Powell did it, and it is very common across this glorious federal government of ours for people to use private email accounts when conducting government business. In fact, within this administration, people like Lois Lerner are said to have done that. But we know, for example, that at the EPA, they had dummy email addresses and hidden
Dick
accounts.
Windsor.
Right. Dick
Lisa
Windsor,
Jackson, our EPA administrator, was emailing everybody under the name Dick Windsor.
Our friend Richard Windsor.
Can't make it up.
Exactly, true story. So, yes, the commonness of the practice of evading the requirements that you keep your... But wait.
I see the point you're getting to, which is the fact that so many people are doing it and under questionable circumstances doesn't excuse her.
But this is different.
But let's start with the fact that what she's alleging is not true. It is unprecedented, as far as we know, for a government official to conduct all of their email on their private email. That usually it's a supplement to, or in addition to your government email account.
Right. It's a couple of skanky emails that you are doing a little something on the side.
Gutfeld said she was sending around those chain emails that President Obama was born in Kenya. She had to do that. She had to do that on her BlackBerry.
She had to do that off the other account. But the real deal here, and it's no joke, is the premeditation that was involved in this. It is not the fact that some emails were sent when a server was down or some emails were sent from a BlackBerry in Colin Powell's case. It is the fact that, as the Washington Post reported today, it appears that it was an account established even before her Senate confirmation hearings began, that this was a volitional, premeditated, intentional plan to avoid the scrutiny and the accountability that would eventually come.
The arrogance of the response, I have to say, they say, well, look, 9 out of 10 of the emails she sent went to State Department employees, so those would be on the State Department's records. They don't address anything that went to foreign dignitaries, that went to private individuals or private companies with whom she was dealing in her capacity as Secretary of State. As Ron Fournier put it today, those are our emails. And I don't care that 9 out of 10 were produced. You know what? I own the 10th one, too. Let me see it.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.